Panjim Panchayat is there. So there will be biodiversity management committee in the Panjim. So if you have developed a molecule and made it into a drug and sold in India or elsewhere in the country, let us think that he has got 1 lakh rupees profit. So out of 1 lakh, 5,000 should be given back to Panjim this Panchayat. You got my point? This is simple. The whole story I simplified it. This is how the cycle of reflowing a certain percentage of profits made by a company or a researcher to the local villagers who conserve that plant. The plant has not been developed or created by any company. You got my point? So I think I have made it clear in a simple way. So this is the ultimate objective of the Biodiversity-Diversity Act and the reasons for giving so much importance to preserve and conserve the biological diversity. So this is how plant-based drug discovery resulted mainly in development of anti-cancer and taxol is a taxol bacata, all this derived from the plants. Now you know, Goa is very famous of Mapia foetida. Now that name has been changed. Nothopoetis pneumonia. That is a highly smuggled. We also do not know foresters, but recently from Maharashtra we learned now we are documenting where these shrubs are available, and this is highly effective capothin or something like that. Alkaloid is being derived from it, and it is being used for curing the cancer. No, we don't know. It is not a timber. It is only just they say take the bark, what I should say, shoots, and just make it into small, little bit of pieces, and then they export in Gani. Nobody realizes it is something like sawdust, small timbers, something. Nobody bothers about it. Even our forests are not aware of it. And people are making millions and millions of profits out of it. Now, how can they do it? See, what I mean to say, let them use this for producing cancer drug, but they should give back something from that profits derived back to Goa if they are take truckloads of this material from Goa. So this is the whole. The purpose of my presentation before you is to understand the ultimate aim of, that is, economics of biodiversity, value of biodiversity. So only when we are vigilant, only when we are careful, only when we take interest in documenting all the species available in Goa, we can protect. The one that cannot be measured or documented cannot be protected. Unless you know what is Mapia foetida, who is taking it, what is what, unless you document all these things, we cannot protect. So this is now we have opened our eyes and we are taking it seriously, and now we have alerted our checkposts on the borders of Goa, and we have some other person from Goa Biodiversity Board are also involved. Our research cell wings are involved. So we are now started this thing. But better late than never. So this is how we have to protect the biodiversity. Unless we have knowledge about the potential of biodiversity for various uses, you cannot protect it. That is my submission. This is again, there is what happened was, there is a Delhi, I have visited that place being in NPA. Traditional Knowledge Digital Library, which is a CSIR and Ayush Department's initiative. They have documented, there is a huge number of technical people in that organization. They translated our Ayurvedic, Siddha, Unani text into different languages. So whoever uses goes for a patent for a United States Patent Office, Japanese patent, European Patent Office, then they will refer back to us. So then in their language we say, no, this is already oral art, traditional knowledge in India. You got my point? So therefore the illegal sanctioning or grant of patents can be done, and we will not be at loss. And okay, in case if the patent is granted, they have to share certain percentage of the profits to us, because it is based on the biological resources obtained or occurring in India, and it is based on the traditional knowledge of India. So this is a big exercise. They have spent about 100 crores so far in documenting all these things, and it is available. But there is we cannot see it unless we use a code, and which they only is confidential. But we can see the website Traditional Knowledge Digital Library. If you go to Google, it will come, everything will come. What I wanted to highlight is that Indian government for last 10-15 years have taken up new ventures or new ideas, implemented them to protect biodiversity and traditional knowledge of our country. That's what I would like to stress, which was not there before 2000. Earlier, before 2000, only after 2002, the Biodiversity-IV Act was enacted, and we opened our eyes, our parliament, our politicians, our scientists, forest officers, our administrators, whoever. So they realized it and they have taken these measures. This is how biotechnology. You see the value of biopharma sector, how many US dollars, biosurvey. See the business and trade. See, as long as an element, as long as a bioresource or its part is used traditionally, no problem. But the moment it assumes the trade and the commerce, then the business is in millions and billions. So what I mean to say is that we need to get certain percentage of the profits back to our society. Just to show, I have been telling that so many, from quinine from cinchona, morphine from opium, dioxin, reserpine, ephedrine, all these things are highly marketed from the plants, derived from the plant in a chemical laboratory. Penicillium, streptomyces, from microorganisms. This is a commonly available flowering plant, Taxus, Taxol. Now this is a used by Dr. M.Sc, an eminent scientist, that the biodiversity hotspots have a lot of variety. Now once we use them and properly in a sustainable manner, we use the word, then the biodiversity hotspots will become biodiversity happy spots. Biodiversity hotspots to the point of why the word has been coined is that where there is huge biodiversity, but it has been reduced by commercial and other developmental activities, and further developmental activities will hamper the availability, and the biodiversity will go down like anything. Therefore, they have been named as biodiversity hotspots. So, the focused attention will be there by the government and other agencies to protect whatever is there in this, and to conserve and sustainable use. Protect this, let them be used, but they should use in a sustainable manner. So that there will be, for example, today there are 100 plants. So tomorrow also there should be 100 plants, and next year also there should be 100 plants. You use the interest, don't use the basic biology. Use it in a sustainable manner so that future generations also will enjoy the benefits of it. Just to show mountain ecosystem, there are ecosystems of India. Because different ecosystems have different specialities, different peculiarities, different services. This is the coral ecosystem, marine ecosystem, forest ecosystem, mangrove ecosystem, island ecosystem, desert ecosystem. So everything has a supporting people and animals and other things. They has its own peculiarities and its own speciality. So India is such a blessed country that all kinds of ecosystems are there. Some countries may be having landlocked and they don't have marine ecosystem, but we have a huge marine. We have deserts also, we have mountains also. See, that is the greatness of our country, which we should think about it very seriously. This is ecosystem services. What are the ecosystem services? Now people are thinking, even there are efforts at the ministry level that we forest think only from a timber point of view. Traditionally, the Britishers have started management of forestry and exploitation. But there are different services. Services should be enhanced. Services of the ecosystem should be protected so that the services provided ecosystem continue perennial. This is the point. So, from single product to ecosystem services, this is the thinking of management, change in the management of the forest ecosystem. So, this is how the cultural services are there, what the cultural services will do, forest biodiversity, forest ecosystem can do. Then, provisioning services. There are cultural services, there are provisioning services. Genetic development, farmer energy, fresh water, and access and benefit sharing. What I mentioned, this is very important, access and benefit sharing. ABS mechanism they call it. Access and benefit sharing means the same thing. Access means you are taking example again and time load, and taking a molecule or some this thing and making a drug and selling it, earning profit. So some percentage of the profit should flow back from where this cassette ore has been collected, whether it is from Sangye, whether it is from Panaji, whether it is from Valpoi, whether it is from Madgaon. That is the only simple access and value. You take it and share the benefit. You earn the profit. Out of some 10 rupees profit, you give 10 paisa or 1 rupee. So you still have 9 rupees profit. But earlier this seriousness, this type of thinking was not there. Though people say, sorry, it's very difficult to track, but systems are being developed, and in another 5 to 10 years, these systems will come. Access and benefit sharing mechanism will come into play.